Walangati kame mafrapo, and welcome to the Eana Mokri podcast. We would have a lot to talk about this episode, however, we have a bunch of people missing today. So, with our skeleton crew, we're just going to be kind of shooting the breeze and talking about things that are going on. Here's a list of things that we are not talking about. There's a new na'vi post, which means for the first time since October, we have new vocabulary. We will also not be talking about the Avatarmeet in Germany, nor the Cirque du Soleil show that was there, that was sort of the centerpiece of that meetup. We actually have prepared for the next episode a bunch of exclusive interviews with both cast and audience members. And we will not be talking about the Radioplay that was released recently that coincided with a lot of the new vocabulary that was released. Because Eana is not here, and she was part of that. But with me here today are two co-hosts. I am Pamerik, and here with me we also have Blooms. And Willem. So yes, a future episode, we will have more people, and we'll have a lot more to talk about. But for now, we're going to try experimenting with a light episode with just us three. Most of this episode will be focused on the leNa'vi conversation practice, which, as always, comes at the end. All right. So with that, what the hell are we going to talk about?
What was the word for skeleton? Saylahe or something like that?
It's not Adam. It's not Adam. It's not Adam at Pongu.
So I cannot find it if I say Saylahe. That's not right.
No, it's sna. It's a set of bones. A set of bones makes a skeleton.
Yeah, right.
Naturally occurring set of bones.
Snatxäremä Pongu.
Yeah. Pongu is not Adame.
Oh, or so, yeah.
Or Pongu le is not Adam.
Oh.
Because le is definitely a productive prefix, and we can totally use it like that.
That's what you said.
So,
Kariu.
From her, please. Please let us make le adjectives out of nouns just productively.
That is That is very dangerous.
I have to strongly object to this proposal.
Okay.
In the strongest possible terms.
All right. So, everything that we cannot talk about, that's the question what we will talk about.
Yeah. Well, I guess we could get your guys' thoughts on everything sort of surrounding the Avatarmeet. I guess how many people were there? I'm pretty much in the dark about this.
About 20?
Wow, that's actually more than I expected.
Was it? I'm not. Yeah.
I was expecting like 7. Like
no.
No.
It was between 15 and 20.
Mm.
Yeah.
And basically, all of them were German except for me. I'm Dutch, and Echtel, who is Polish. So basically, the main language was German, and my brain is still half in German mode, which is really confusing.
Yeah, there were weird situations where we talked in German, then we said, oh, there's someone there that doesn't understand it, so we switched to English, and then sometimes we would speak a little bit in Na'vi, so that was,
And then in the meantime, I'm getting messages from my family in Dutch, and then my brain just exploded, so...
Right. No, I know the pain of switching between Na'vi and English, and I can't imagine that it's any different for any other language, really.
Yeah. But it's good exercise for the brain.
So I guess most of the people who went weren't really part of LN, so I was going to say, Na'vi is not really a shared language among everyone who is there, right? Or is it? I don't know. How many Na'vi speakers...
There were
I think
a few from the study group, right?
Yes, I think so. Like approximately half of the people can speak some Na'vi. I think we have like 4 or 5 really proficient speakers. Whereby proficient, I mean going further than ayngaru,
To be fair, that's roughly the makeup of the server too. So...
So what I also find interesting is, so if you think about the general English-speaking learnna'vi community, well, they were of course not really represented because it was in Europe, but in like it seems like the Germans are just generally less active on Discord, especially in the English channels, right?
And that's fair.
Yeah, that's true.
That's totally fair. I'm not blaming anyone. But there's also people who are not on Discord at all, and it also seems there are some people who are just only active on the forum, which I wasn't really aware of.
Yeah, it's true. There's still this. What is it? There's still this difference between people who are more active on the forums and people I hadn't heard from in years, I'd say, but that were there at least for 1 or 2 days. So that was nice. Yeah.
So what was the primary communication channel then? Since, as you mentioned, the Discord only contains a handful of people who came. So was it primarily through the forums, or was like an email chain or some other website, or how was it organized?
Complete chaos. Honestly. No, so really,
how was it organized? It was not.
No, it was actually organized very well by Sven, and of course with help of others. But the communication was a bit of a pain point, in that there was communication on Facebook, which I'm not on. There was communication on the forum. There was communication over Discord sometimes, but most of it I just heard from Stefan or Plums, or I heard that from Andy, or like from other people on the meetup. Like, okay, tomorrow at what time are we going to need to be there? I have no idea. Let's just ask random people who might know. So this was actually pretty confusing. I think that doesn't matter so much. It's just a fun meetup. It's not a corporate event where everything needs to be organized perfectly, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But that's the only thing that I also would say is my main critique point for that. So that sometimes
it has been
discussed. Yeah, I heard about that.
It has been discussed.
Yeah. So, but I mean, we can always learn and make it better the next time, hopefully. Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, especially with people then that do want to do cosplay, it's always difficult to say, okay, we need to paint, or we need to prepare, and we need to do something with our costumes and so on. So what are the others going to do in that period of time? So that's always a difficult thing.
Yeah, because it is a large window of time that is needed to prepare some of these costumes and body paints.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, Pamela, have you anyone...
not for the Cirque du Soleil people, but we will not talk about that.
Forbidden. So Pamela, have you ever been at any Avatarmeet in the US, for example?
No, I have never actually met in person another person from this community or who speaks Na'vi.
Oh, that's basically me from, let's say, 8 months ago. Yes.
Yeah, but no, like I am super elusive. Like nobody's really ever met me in person. I am just a voice and text on the internet as far as most people are concerned. Though I am now on the East Coast, which puts me significantly closer to others than I was previously. Up until about a year ago, I was on the West Coast, and I think the only other active West Coaster is Mako, and he's in California, which is like a huge distance from Washington.
The furthest possible away.
And he also like lives in the mountains or some shit. Like, I don't know.
But so you've basically never had the interesting experience of walking around with cosplayers.
No,
so I'm not a cosplayer. I will likely never be a cosplayer. Maybe I'll at some point paint my face blue, but I'm not going to paint my entire body blue and stuff.
Yeah, I can't say I'm with you there. I don't know if I'd ever do cosplay. I greatly respect the people who put a lot of work into it. However, I feel like painting a human body even will never it will only just create an extremely uncanny valley Na'vi. And if I ever did cosplay, I would cosplay as an RDA scientist in the field or something, like with like the backpacks and stuff or like the gear. But I would definitely just be in character as a human, if anything. I don't know if I could ever do a Na'vi cosplay. And yeah, they definitely stand out in a crowd. But I mean, if I was friends with them through the community, I would definitely hang out with them anyway, especially if they spoke Na'vi, because just the opportunity to speak the language in person with somebody would be awesome.
Yeah, so the first time that I actually was together with blue people was last year. in the Cologne meetup.
Mm-hmm.
That was just slightly before Eana Mokri started, so we have actually talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
But that was for me actually very nerve-wracking, because I mean I'm a pretty shy person, and then you suddenly walk around in like an area with many people, and people start taking pictures of the group, and people start asking for photos and signatures. I don't know what.
Right.
But it's funny to see how quickly you get used to this, actually, because now in Munich exactly the same happened, and it was like, oh, this is actually funny.
Right. Well, the first time's always going to be the weirdest time.
Yeah. So in Cologne, in my hotel room, so I didn't know anyone last year in Cologne. So I on Discord I had just told a few people from the German community I knew, yes, I'll be at the hotel at this and this time. Here's my phone number. I'll call you when I'm in my hotel room. So I called them when I was in my hotel room, and they'll say, yeah, we'll come. And I opened the door of my hotel room, and there were like 2 blue people in front of the door, which I didn't expect.
I guess you're. I can assume you're the right crowd.
So yeah, I think it's really interesting, and it's also just new friends that you like over Discord. You can be very nice to each other, but like becoming real friends is really hard.
Yeah, no, I get
not
that.
that I'm not your friend, but I mean, I've never seen you. I kind of know what you look like because of pictures, but not really.
Right.
And if you're actually hanging out with people, it's a completely different experience.
Yeah, I'm like 80% less cool in person.
Oh, but only 80 is fine. If it would have been 90, it would have been...
Yeah, okay, yeah. I've managed to bump up my in-person, how do we say, social graces to at least 20%.
No, but really, if like an Avatarmeet is close to you, or like any of the listeners, if an Avatarmeet is close to you, don't be shy. I was super shy last year. I had to be almost tracked to the Avatarmeet by someone from the German community. Everyone was like, yeah, you should come. And in the end, I said, yes, I will come. And I didn't regret, even if it was slightly awkward at times.
My plans for like Avatar meetups, I guess, and I don't know, it's kind of lame to plan this kind of thing, but like the first Avatar meet that I like planned to attend was going to be the first one after the sequel's release, and that has been pushed up because of recent delays. But yeah, I sort of figured that it would be probably best to have my first Avatar meet experience after the like awakening of the fan base, because there's definitely a lot of people who are like really into Avatar who would go to these Avatar meets, but like also are like, but there's going to be like 7 people there, then okay, then whatever.
No, it'll be more. I think it will definitely be more, because
that's what I'm thinking.
So I don't know how this is in the USA, but here, really, people who haven't been in the forum on learnna'vi at all since 2011 or something are suddenly coming back together again, and they are really old friends. So I'm sure this will also happen in Avatar meets in the USA.
Right. The other thing is, since I know a lot of the really tight-knit community, especially those who would go to these kind of meetups, mostly know each other through the forums and have had a presence in some way, shape, or form on the forums and got to know people. Basically, the only people in this community who know me are on the Discord, and even then, like, I don't know. So, it's part of it is, like, I'd want to go to a meet where, like, I guess people sort of at least know me more or less already. I don't know.
Yeah,
it'd be weird to go to a meeting where like I don't really know anybody, or like everyone is like this super tight knit group of friends, and like I'm the new kid on the scene who's like, who's this asshole? Like,
I only hear excuses.
Yes, they are excuses. They're definitely excuses.
So you have to document the excuse senator, right? I mean, read that, please.
Yeah, but it's, it is, I think those meetups are for the community to get to know each other better. So what better way to do that than to just appear? And I'm sure that someone will have heard of you, what you've done with Nasal and so on. So
here's my final excuse. I'm broke as shit.
Okay.
So
again,
traveling is difficult.
Buy Pamerik's games. I mean, audience, buy his games.
Yeah.
Please do.
Yeah. I mean, for example, Nadi's mother was also at the meetup, and I heard her just, I think, once in the new rebirth of the study group of the German study group. Mm-hmm. So I didn't know her, and
next week.
And next, we were sitting together, talking together, laughing together, and everything was fine.
Right. Yeah. No. And I would, of all the communities I've been part of, I would assume that this group of people is the least likely to bite in person. So no, I know I'd definitely be able to make fast friends. But again, like with my current financial situation, it would have to be like I'd have to really all in on this, and also I would like to go to an event where there is just a lot of people too, because I don't know, it would seem weird to travel a very long distance and have this like, you know, extensive meetup when not a lot of people are there. And I know definitely after there's like currently relevant Avatar stuff out, there would definitely be a lot more people. I think that would be better. I don't know. I'm actually more comfortable in extremely large groups than like medium-sized groups, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Because in an extremely large group, you have this like sense of anonymity where like there's not the expectation to get to know everybody, I guess.
So you want to dive back into the anonymity of the internet, for example.
Yes.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm only 20% cool in person.
Noted. Okay. So I would, because we were talking about the organization stuff, so I would be interested. I never was at a meetup in the US, and always just seen the YouTube videos that Alan put together, for example, or from the meetup in the park.
Mm-hmm.
That was last time, and at the Orlando, at the Animal Kingdom. So I don't know how the organization there works, but I think Sven did a good job, and also Andy and Micha, who were in the organization team, did a good job. And I think Sven also took something from the US meetups and transformed that a little bit. Yeah. But it would be interesting to be at a more quote unquote international meetup. Yeah. It's always also the case. I remember at the beginning in 2010, 11, 12, so my first meetups, that we didn't have that much of a spectacle to say, okay, we meet up because we want to go to Moara, or we want to see what were other stuff like the Toruk show or the
there was a touring exhibit in the United States.
Yeah, exactly, that was it. Yeah. So we just met and had a good time for 3 or 4 days. So and
imagine that.
The odd Na'vi lesson here and there. So I don't. It seems to me now that the focus has a little bit shifted. That you need to have like a focus of one of the meetup that you can then attract people to.
Well, that's the thing. That does sort of go back into my point, though, where like I would want to go to an Avatarmeet after the film had come out recently, because I think one of the things that draws people out is something like, I guess, something else to do. Like, oh, we can all go on a trip to Mo'ada, or there's this Toruk show. I think having a like side feature to the meetup, or like something that people can coalesce around, makes people more likely to want to go to these kind of things. Even if they are friends and they just want to see, have an excuse to meet up with friends, I still think just having something else sort of makes it, I guess, easier, or definitely easier to organize anyway.
Yeah.
You already have a framework. You don't need to,
because like picking a location is easy when you have like, oh, we need to have a location that is in somewhat proximity to this Toruk show, or at least near enough to Disney World to go to Mo'ata or whatever.
I will say, if the US organizing committee organizes this thing near, what's it called, Mo'ara, then I think already because of that many people will come.
Yeah.
Maybe even me, but it's far, so likely not.
An international meetup would be crazy.
I think an international meetup will have to wait until Avatar 2, and I think then it will actually have a chance to happen.
That's why another reason I'm waiting, says the liar. That is a valid point. Like, the first meetup after the sequels will be bonkers.
Not after the sequels, the world premiere. I have no idea where it is, but like, imagine there's 50 blue painted people in the audience. No, I mean, one can be enthusiastic. And then it turns out that the entire movie is complete crap. I mean, can still happen.
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
You don't say those words in this community.
That's true.
I'm comfortable with saying them because I know they will not be true.
There you go. All right. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and just transition to the leNa'vi practice. Again, just to force us to keep this kind of short. As always, the conversation will be prompted by a word. This word comes from the new leNa'vi post, which we will not be talking about again on this cast, but a future cast once we have more of our hosts together. Anyway, the word of this cast will be one very simple etymology. It's txasunu, means to love greatly or enjoy tremendously. This is something that Paul Frommer gave us to differentiate from love. Like in English, we kind of just throw out this idea of loving something. Like you can love hamburgers, but like it sounds like leNa'vi was more, the leNa'vi yalne was more intended for like a relationship kind of love, where this is just more, oh yeah, you can really like, hamburgers, for example. So with that, we're going to converse in leNa'vi with the prompt of the word txasunu. Sivako.
Pesu txasunu mengaru.
Pesu srak?
Witty.
Peyu nelun. Oilus. Oh.
Kehe.
Tanga. Weru nipi meu txasunu. Or txasunu wer. Tsameu lu uvan lefka se tingo or nguso. Tinguso. Ute yetren peyate mipa uvan alu Super Mario Maker 2 ute sauteri na'au spil ue nefkar tsauvan lu mehem alu ngop se uvansi ute ngop wel uvani ha mefe uvan tsun oe ngivo uvan me uvan ute so ha wel tsat newot
Sle tsaufaniri set fkoketsun uvansivi kefjak
Srane. Sun nivo se uvansivi.
Ketne slolam set fitr ketsun slufwa tsauvan sivi kefjak
Srane mehinterai.
Mehinterai. Tam.
Srane.
Hab eri auve uvan soli srak.
Strane. Sa kolano wel Nintendo Wii U ti fte tsa uvan si vi ne'au.
Tam, Syulang.
Ute ha tsa uvan soli nit'an. Sunu waru niwot.
Weri kehe. Silpe kolan swelut o kivano wel tsa uvanit srak.
Rut eliven?
Swelut o wel kivanom tsa uvanit srak.
Bum amuve srane, bum auve kehe.
Tam.
Peulut o uvane?
Super Mario Maker 2.
Kempesifko me uvan.
Kempesi me tsauvan?
Tools spe?
Strane.
Strane.
Mit tsauvan fkotsun nivop aungip uvane. Ute uvan sivi me tsai paungip. Paungip lapo ngolop.
Etor te tensi.
Strane. Mit tsauvan tsun fko kem ketsun sivi me uvan leterter si.
Keolomom wel futa tsafne uvan skatok.
Ningasrak?
Sran.
Tam. Taluna oe uvane ngopju. Fe uvan tranten wer nit an. Ute bivil tsauteri nit an. Latsu ngaru Nintendo Switch kefyak.
Kehe.
Sran. Tam.
Weri srane.
Ofkoru kelu Nintendo Switch taluna kelu tekin kivanom tsa uvani. Defumi wei sotsana lun kivanom Nintendo Switch di lufwa fe uvan fkeyetok fketiyok strane fe uvan fketiyok yeten lun lu sotsana pum kivanom Nintendo Switch di
Mi lì'fya ajalun kivanom tsa eltuti lefnap.
strane
Natkenong fe uvan afkosjao Zelda.
strane
Tsaulu sweja uvan te efume waye.
strane
Ote set mi pas reiza u. Sunu veru.
mi pasre tam
Kelu so you aiuvane lefngap ha.
Sreif polil weltsa.
Sle menga penk o.
O moe pivenk o zakar ke zenenga pivenk o kemyan. Kenel nga biveng ostrak?
Zonti warm. Uwan si hola uwan. Me etu lefnga fu PlayStation.
Tam.
A solunu er uvan alu Apes Odyssey.
Kes momer.
Smon weru tauvan I ke kauker ke lu weru ke PlayStation. Sla nolin wel sitä fko tauvan sivi nuwin newot alu speedrun.
Sarane. Tuhtit ensi.
Nin wel aya speedrunti. I speedrun txasunu weru nit an niteng.
Wintool, strak.
Ja, win. Heute denk wir Willem polte fkol ngolop mipa sreiti tsa uvane ulte lolejut ansan te FMOA auver hab eri
Strake kolan uvanit afkosiau zelta fu uvanit afkosiau Apes Odyssey.
Apes Odyssey.
Ha fkol ngerop mi pasreit niteng.
Strane.
El tuhtit ensi. Sla kes momer tsa uvan ha
learnna'vi.
Fkosene uvansi usene behemsivi. Tool spe fu dem fu
spe setul.
Spe setul. Tam.
Kehe. Lu ape lu hab itu suire ye ulte fratu lu de frapo lu speetu ulte po calculat futa aikutul spang sneje
So ayasrak?
soayas olot
Tam.
oloti ulte fol sleku veiti ta soaya.
Kaunwikelu.
Kaunlang newot.
Ha po zene zivon ai lapo ulte lu aya tutte me tinseng
Tinseng,
Fivor smon wern it Srake sautute sakem soli natviru. Luke fois veti natvia jivom.
Hapea move.
Kehe.
Staan.
Kelu lauer tenga pesu skosiao mutukon fu keomum no sle kaunga tutte skosiao mutukon speloe.
Savanur nga hase soli srak?
Srane?
Tam.
Well so long frappot.
Ansan.
Yay.
Ma Willem. Beu.
Iorato.
Ma Willem beu txasunu ngaru. Zane napi think koro.
Ken nou epiveng dan noemen we nungesik.
Takem solinga.
Txasunu eru lì'fya o leNa'vi. Taluna pelun lurtoksinga.
Fina te.
Oelu fin ha.
Kehe.
Og egentlig fin.
Fina te eng lu fra lì'fya leNa'vi.
Srane. Eksempel txasunu ngaru lì'fya leNa'vi srak.
Kehe. Vekki wel for lì'fya.
Sakr. Pelun nga fa for lì'fya.
Taluna oe vepeki.
Tam. Ket slam ni no sle frauzo. Ni denk
Vekki wel. Pot ewe vekki li'upam ake jaur. Vepeke. Oe.
Vecke wel li'utalu vecke.
Sådär. Får jag privat ett eller ord lunga singetan. Nilau.
Vecke. Srane. Slen niteng txasunu eru fifne tiftia gifkeye aftia wel. Ateri ayaltu lefna'v. Ha fois gar el turu lefna'v. Sunu eru.
Tsau zaun eng wene moene wengne strane.
Tam. Taluna ngal ngop ayuvanit lefna'v. Ha eksempel nga tsun kifar ayal turu lefna'v.
Strane. Kiva koro tsun oi kivar ayaltur lefna'v. Sle im ayaltur lefna'v weru kivar. I sen vid astrau. I sen vid astrau.
As srau
Sarane,
Tisrau,
smon ngaru li'u alu tisrau si fu
Sran.
tisrau srane li'u at sim letsim lu srau.
Strane, slolam, ket slamwell ninot aluna srake ngeye elturu lefngap lu tok lefngap atsun ngati kusivi.
Sanu vi ailtu lefngap lu srau taluna we tapaku kara oe kivar ailtu lefngap takuk o weri takuk re'ot.
Nga tepakuk. Tepakuk senum vitalun. Sakemre esti. Sakr otlu ne ul.
Ningai wet. Ningai wet wel futa gar eltur lefngap.
Tsuno es bivau.
Tsunoi kivar numeu leNa'vi nefla. Ne ul.
Sle aiel tu lefngap lus numina kefjak. Have kozene fra uti kivar. Dat zou lungese. Zo strak.
Ke. Eltu we geen efu. Geen efu. Fitter efu geen net aan kawot.
Pelun.
Kelmon. Nifker efu geen m.
Ha ngazene ivahau ne ul.
Kalm.
Niteng bult ewel tsaile ut weru taluna weri oe ke hahau et anker ulteset efu ngeen niteng.
Weri neteng.
Frapporu.
For pivot zeile u for tsagemsoli tsagemsivi ftue net an.
Roet aliveng?
For pivot zeile u to for tsagemsivi lu ftue.
Srane. Smon werd seite efu.
Smon frapporu.
Ha zene oeng hivahau.
Suelu.
Sun menga tsakem CV. Zene oe var Kemo CV fitter.
Pelun. Als toen die wahau.
Ha swelut o na tsivun livu hautsiep. Ja.
Ningai weru me hausiam. Fitter.
Oh, okay.
Li efungin. Mi efungin kolanoe. Mi to li swat well nifker.
txasunu eru hautje.
So it's on to Sar Angai Sa
Tissusar.
Almswilt oe bivet Gariubalur up adet dari liu alu sasar.
Txakemsi.
Sakensiko, srane.
Kara oe opukesi txakem sivi oe.
Srane, multe.
Livusek el.
Ketsuno txakem sivi taluna Gariupal frit kefjak.
Kro. Snatxäremä.
Pokefrep.
Ngaisrak.
Srane oe mom.
Fe hab podcastie lifu pup kefjak.
Srane tun hasesi vi för podcastor.
Spelfuta og geflole. Slä frauso.
Pefja keflolel nga.
Taluna set lungim. Fe hab Så lamstrak.
Kehe.
Bot eoesan fe hab podcastie lifu pup. Slä set lungim. Ha geflole. Slä frauso.
Fab nim lu do boom alve. Boom le English nim. Nim boop fe hab do boom alve denglu ningai.
Strane ha fe hab gelu pup.
Oh, damn. Kolan oeng Strane oeng Kolan oeng il futa fe hab livu pup kefjak. Kolan ngatsa.
Spiloe, Safia. Kaum zwelut auf die Wang.
Kaum.
Fungeen ne haung, ha ketsu no
Okay.
nilsan.
Neonga futa neongal futa oe hasesi vi fe podcastur strak.
Strane, tunslu.
Tam. Tsuno e txakemsivi. Tam.
Sivako. Asesiviko.
Ma frapo Willem il neo futa aiwe fe podcastur hasesivi ha ni keft o zene oe hasesivi fe podcastur.
Mengatun vivach bifelt
No luinga.
Pelun.
Dam.
Pelun menga hek nift aan.
Ipu leruoi. Ne au hangvor.
Set ut on atalun hangham ne haung.
Dam. Tzaker flole oeng. Ningai.
Strane, flole.
Srane.
Le upamui hek. Dumb. Anyway, so with that, we're going to end the podcast finally. Be sure to tune in next episode. Subscribe if you are not already, though I honestly don't know how people listen to podcasts now without subscribing. I guess, I mean, via like iTunes platforms and whatever. Subscribe to the podcast. We're going to be talking about really cool stuff next episode. You won't want to miss it. We have exclusive interviews with cast of the Toruk show, which, by the way, the final performance of Toruk is going to be in the UK at the end of this month, June. If you have the opportunity to go see it, you might want to do that, because an opportunity might not come in the future. And might not.
It's basically sure, yes.
Yeah, it's basically
we asked this 10 times. We also asked them if they wanted to give us some stuff from the show, but unfortunately they can't.
Oh.
They're going to throw it all away.
That's awful. Anyway, so yeah.
Now, ending the podcast on a negative note, I'm sorry.
No, don't talk about it.
Yeah. Sorry. Cut it out.
On a good note, something that won't be ending is this podcast, so please subscribe. With that, we're going to end the episode. Saylahe mafrapo.
Saylahe. I think we did it.
I think that counts as an episode.
I think that counts as like a good episode.